I'm still pissed at the people that made YouTube videos at the time when I was coming and said, don't bring clothes, don't bring much, it's cheap here, it's very cheap here, you don't need to buy so much. Like people that like to eat egusi or bono, afang, all of them. You see this UK weather, it's like Nollywood movie. Fans have increased and never have come down. Oh my god. Most of us have this idea that when we come here, we will buy it new. Bills will come new, fresh and new every morning. If you are coming to the UK, pack well. It's about time to make money. Money. Welcome back, beautiful people, to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be telling you guys the essentials you need when you're making an epic move from your country to the UK. And obviously, I'm going to be speaking more on my country because I moved from Nigeria to the UK. Oh, 1 minute. The first thing first, I think this is like the most important, is food. You're moving to a whole different country with a whole different taste board, so bring your jollof rice game. Like, bring all your spices, bring all your seasonings, bring all your special or secret ingredient that you usually will use to make food for yourself back home, because the British taste board is so different. they really have a very different taste board from where we come from. Spicy and seasoning, they usually don't know what that is, so you get my point. When you're moving, you need to bring at least something that would last you for a few months before you start to get from the African stores, because to be honest, our African stores are doing very better right now. I'm going to still tell you the ones you might have to bring because it's going to be very hard to find it depending on what part of the UK you are in. Like me, I'm in Manchester and there are a lot of things I can't find here, but if I decide to travel to other places close by like Bolton or as far as London, they have like way more stuff that I have where I am. Do you get my point? A lot of people will say bring pepper, unless you are the person that really likes like Cameroon pepper. To be honest, they have a lot of different pepper here that you can get in local stores, and their pepper is pepper. Like, their Scotch bonnet is hot. I'm going to say personally, I would not bring pepper. Your jollof rice mix, your fried rice mix, I have not seen it here. Bring at least the ones that will last you for few months, and all the spices are really compact, so it's easy to pack compared to like having to bring yam, beans, gari. It's very unnecessary. We have it here and it's fairly okay. The price is fairly okay, so you don't have to bring yam. I saw a lot of people bring beans and yam. It's not necessary, to be honest. And in my video, my food video, I'll try and link it somewhere. That same place, you can buy like a whole carton of yam if you really need yam, and it's pretty much very affordable compared to going to buy them in an African store. So I'm going to link my video somewhere around here. You see the video and just check the location, please. The location and the address is there. There's no need to ask me the comment question. Read the descriptions. If you are a soup person, like people that like to eat egusi or bono, afang, all of them. I've never been a soup person growing up. Literally, I can remember clearly that my father used to still feed me up to when I was 10 years old, just so that he can encourage me to eat soup. Like, I hate soup. Growing up, it was rice and noodles for me. So if you are a soup person, unlike me, you probably won't have to bring your vegetables, dry them and bring them, because the only thing that is in this place is spinach. I don't know. The other day I tried to make F4 and I couldn't find any vegetable. And I used to say London African store have all of these, but it's not as what's the word? There are not a lot of them per se. It's not everywhere. You get my point. bring all your leaves, like dry your ugu, bring them. I have like ukazi that I bought. This is 1 year after. My ukazi is still going strong. And as for meat and protein, I did not bring, and I was fine. So I would not say that you should bring meat and any sort of protein. I know some people go as far as bringing dried meat, dried fish. Protein is easily accessible here. Like I said, I have a video that shows you where you can get all this protein for cheap and affordable prices that will last you for up to 10 months. You see this particular one? This is the one that will show you shaggy. You see this UK weather? It's like Nollywood movie. Unpredictable. Like I used to say that the UK weather is bipolar. One moment sunshine, next moment rainfall. One moment very hot, the next moment extremely cold. There are moments when the weather forecast did not tell us. Like it will tell you that there is not gonna be a rain today, and then you will not come and go out, and then the rain will not say, hi, I came to see you guys today. Get an umbrella when you're coming down. I did that. I can't remember the person's video that I saw that told me bring an umbrella. She said bring an umbrella because the weather is bipolar and very unpredictable. So I did bring 2 umbrellas, one for myself and one for my husband, and it has saved us. Because the umbrellas they sell here are pretty much expensive to the quality of what you will get back in Nigeria for as cheap as 2K. I know it's now old price because pounds have increased and never have come down, but my point is relatively right now it will still be better to buy like a very compact, in the word compact, so and get those very compact ones, because you probably will have to be throwing it into your bag. You don't want something so big that you can't carry. So if you have like family, try and get one for each person, because all of you will be going a different direction at the point when you guys start your life here in the UK. So get as compact as possible. As you can see that my own, it is really compact. It's like this small when I end up putting it in a case, so it can enter any bag. If you are coming to the UK, pack well. Like I'm still pissed at the people that made YouTube videos at the time when I was coming and I said, don't bring clothes, don't bring much, it's cheap here, it's very cheap here, you don't need to buy so much like that. No, don't. Anyway, thank you guys for all the information you gave me that time. But personally, I would say bring clothes, bring enough. Like bring your clothes and bring layers. I mean, you would have to layer during winter, and for the people coming during September, that was the time I came. It was cold. Jesus, oh Jesus, it was cold, my guys. Like I was having nail pain, like my nail cap will hurt for walking, like for walking a very short distance. And then when summer came, my body kind of went back. But you're moving from a hot weather, like a country that's our average temperature is like 30. Like in this place, like their hot weather is like 20, like which is already cold. When I was coming, people were saying, oh, it's cheap to get clothes, just get clothes from Primark. Yes, I did that, and I was throwing my clothes, the Primark clothes I was throwing them like after 5 to 7 use, because it wasn't lasting, to be honest, guys. And at this point, that's when I was appreciating the tailors back home in Nigeria and the materials we used to get, which was pretty much very good quality. If you're relocating, I would advise you that just buy one winter jacket, and that was like the one I was wearing, because it's not as strong as the ones you will get here. The ones I bought back home ended up not being useful, if you get my point. It was not winter. When winter came, the jacket had to go and sit down. You understand? It has to sit down because his mates, they've passed the level. You can buy one, because obviously you might probably use them when it's autumn, that's fall season. But the moment winter come, which it is coming already, you might need like a proper jacket, which is why I say just buy one, because you need it when you come down from the airport and when you are moving around until you're able to buy yours. When you get here, trust me, there are a lot of places to buy jackets, winter jackets. So just look for the one that is very thick. Stop looking for fashion when you're looking for winter jackets. Buy the very thick one, the one that if you touch it like this is thick. You get my point. Don't go and buy, you want to look good. When winter will slap you left and right, you said no, that it did not come to play with anybody. So I was advised not to bring my clothes, so I gave out almost half of my clothes when I was coming, and when I got here I had to start buying clothes because there was not enough clothes. Bring your jean trousers. Jean here is like the average is like £30, and I mean good quality jean. I'm one of those people that wear like very quality jeans. So buy like the average. That means it is not even a top shop, you know, like M&S, normal level. It's like £30, £33. Like that's, I know some people like people like you that have enough money. It's a small thing, but you see me that is working hard to earn my money. That's a lot of money. You get my point. So I bought jean luckily for me, so I have not had to buy jean for the past 1 year I was here. Bring sweaters. I'll try and put like the pictures of what, do you know all those knitted sweaters? Those are the ones that would keep you warm when you're layering your clothes, because if you wear like a normal plain long sleeve and then you wear that, trust me, and then you wear your winter jacket, you're good to go. Bring sneakers, because in this UK we used to walk. We walk a lot. It's good for us. I don't know how to explain it, but depending on where you're staying, you probably will have to walk distance to get to where the bus is, or where the tram is, or where the trains are. I'll give a typical example. For my last job, I usually walk 15 minutes walk to where my tram is, and when I get down from that tram, walk another 15 minutes walk. So my dear, you cannot wear high heel. But if you decide that you want to, my point is, bring sneakers. You would need enough before you can start buying from stores here. And obviously, if you want to bring heels, you can bring a few. It's pretty much very cheap to get here. So just for people that would want to use them to go out for special occasion, you can bring a few. Most of us have this idea that when we come here, we will buy it new. You will buy it new. Don't worry. Bills will come new, fresh and new every morning. Like there's a lot of bills when you first get here, and trust me, to take a while. It might not take everybody a while, but it will take you a while to get a hold of the whole system in the UK, and the bills will just be giving you left, right, center, left, right. By the time you check your time, you see that it's 6 months and you have not buy the thing you say you will buy. Bring all your gadgets, bring your laptop. I did not bring my laptop. I dash it out because I'm gonna buy a new one, and because of the thing people kept saying, it's easy to buy things, yeah, it's easy to buy gadgets, yeah, it's easy, but you probably have to build your credit score. You have to be earning to a particular rate. This is 1 year later, and I'll tell you boldly that bring your gadgets, bring your laptop, bring your chargers, bring your adapters, the ones you already have, bring your extension. And that was the one that caused argument between me and my husband, because I'm like, we need to carry the extension. No, you don't need to carry it. You need to carry the extension. No, you don't need to carry it. And actually we needed to carry the extension, and yeah, extension is a little bit expensive, yeah, a little bit, but imagine you already have it back home. Why do you have to still buy? This video basically is just helping you save those little money, because right now Naira is dancing. I'm twerking, because changing Naira to pounds is a whole mental game entirely, and I understand how you guys feel right now. But anyway, this will save you. Just bring all of your extension. There's no need for converter. Pretty much the same socket we use back in Nigeria is the same thing they use here in the UK, so you don't need to convert anything. Everything is pretty much the same. Bring your laptop, bring your chargers, bring your adapter, bring everything tech you need. So this was the one where I just used my initiative when I was coming. I just like, you know what, when we first get there, we might actually need bed sheets, And at the time when I was coming, everybody was looking like the moment you enter the UK house, there's the sheets, there's blankets, they've packed it for you. You just have to come inside and sleep. If you're going to move to your home, like your own place, the place you end up calling a home, you would need all of this. You would need a duvet. You will need bed sheets. You will need pillowcases. You will need like the basic things for your home. Yeah. And this is going to be my advice. I brought just 2 beddings when I was moving to the UK, and that is still the nicest bedding I have right now. And you know, sometimes you don't know what you have back home till you move to somewhere else, and then you're like, you guys are living the best life. For everyone I knew that was coming, I told them, bring your beddings, and most especially bring your duvet. The reason why I say bring beddings, you can bring 2 to 3, to be honest, if you have space. If I knew what I knew now, I probably would have brought 5 to get the quality of beddings that I would have gotten from back home. Let's say, how much did I get that one? Let's give an example. At that time, 10k. If I buy something of that price, when you know, because you're coming in just freshly, so it's the converted money you converted from Nigeria to pounds. So that's why I'm giving this illustration. Obviously, if you're earning in pounds, you cannot start buying comfortably, because now it's not your sweat in naira that you have converted to pounds. So I'm saying 10,000 naira bed sheet for like a £10 bed sheet here in the UK. The quality is like very far apart. That 10,000 naira own probably might be like very nice cotton, because I had one that I bought, and the cut, like, it was, when I bought it they said it was cotton, yeah, and I bought exactly that price range, and the bedding was not just nice, it was nothing to talk about. And by the second wash, it was bringing out hair. It was very uncomfortable to sleep on. It was itching the skin. So you get my point. And then for the duvet, the one I did back home, everything plus making it was like 20k, 25k, depending now, but 20 to 25k. If I want to get that quality here, I probably be spending times 2 of that money. I don't know how they do theirs, but after a few months it's way lighter, so you have to like buy like the highest grade. This most times would apply to the women. What should you bring? I'll start with hair, which I think is the most important if I'm arranging it, because the beauty of a woman starts from the hair. I didn't bring enough hair, or what I say, I didn't bring enough weaves hair. I didn't even bring any wig when I was coming to the UK. But recently I have like wonderful friends back home, and she did all, like, she went shopping for me, and like she sent hair for me twice. She did like wig. She does do wigging, and I'll put her link down below. She does wigging. She got the hairs for me. She did like a beautiful job, and then she sent them down to me. And then again I sent her to get me like extensions and crochets and all the rest, which is part of this hair that I have right now. And she went to the market, bought all of them for me, and sent it down. I'm gonna put her business page down. Like, it's just so nice to have beautiful friends. And she did all of the shopping for me, and then she just asked me how I wanted them delivered, and pretty much she delivered it to the person that was going to bring it. So yeah, straightforward. I think you need hair because it's expensive, yeah, and for me, I make my hair myself, so I've saved myself the cost of the service. For people that cannot make their hair themselves and probably have kids, you might have to pay for the extension, which will cost between, like, averagely, it costs between 20 to 25 pounds, depending on where you're buying it from. 30 to 50 pounds if it's from Amazon, but that's 20 to 25 pounds if you're buying from like local stores. Then you will not still pay for hairdo. Depending on the hairstyle, it's like 30 to 70, 30 to 100 pounds. So you end up spending almost 150 pounds to make one hair that you probably would just carry for 1 month. That's a lot of money, like 150k. If you convert it to Nigerian to Nigerian naira. So I would advise that you bring your hair. I do make my hair myself, and I do make videos teaching people how to make their hair themselves, just to save them those little coins and change. So on my page you will see videos where I have taught easy step-to-step hairstyles you can do for yourself, you can do for your kids. Like this one, the video is up on my channel right now, and yeah, it's pretty much very easy and direct. The second I'll be moving into is hair products. To an extent, I'll really say if the ones you have, just bring it, but when it's finished, buy hair products and skin products is relatively the same price back home. The only thing I would say is different is the hair itself that we're buying, and the quality we have back home for the price is way better than the quality we have here for the price. I would rather have bought back home a lot, pack like a lot, like probably this one box to buy all of the hairs that I needed and bring it. But for hair creams, like hair products, conditioner, just bring the ones that you already have, maybe like one set of what you already have that will probably last you for like a month or two, but then buy the rest here, to be honest, because the price, it's a lot of weight, and if you compare it to buying it at Nigeria and buying it here, it's pretty much the same thing. If you ask me, it's not so much difference. And then also for skin products, it's the same thing. I have a video on my YouTube channel where you can get skin products. I'm going to do another one, so this is the second video I'm promising you guys on new places that I've discovered that sell way more affordable skincare products, sorry. And I'll probably see that you buy them from a physical store, or you just order them online and get them delivered to your house. So I'll show you guys all this in a video coming up next month. This one came to me as a cultural shock. Like I don't know if I should call it a cultural shock, but it was a shock to me because the limitation of medication you can get over the counter in the UK is shocking. Like from where I'm coming from, is like shocking. Like even to the extent that there's some cough syrup you cannot just easily access. You have to have like doctor prescription for you to get it. Like I'm like, in the Nigeria that I come from, you will just go to a Emeka store and pick it and pay. If you have like any medication you are on, or any prescription that has been given to you by your doctor back home, bring it. Like bring it in bulk. I'm not, don't mind me, I'm exaggerating. Well, depending on what the situation is, bring enough, because the moment you come here and you probably book like to see a doctor, it probably will take a while, and by the time they are done with all of the tests and prescription, you might just have to relieve those pains before then. I don't know if you get my point. I'm going to give a simple example. I do have ulcer, and sometimes it just comes without expectation, and my doctor back home would tell me that when it does, take omeprazole. In the UK, you don't have access to omeprazole over counter. You cannot just go to the pharmacist and say, I want omeprazole. They'll ask you for a doctor's prescription, and I think it's also hard for doctor to prescribe it here, because even when I went to see the doctor, he was just going around the bush of how he did not want to really prescribe the omeprazole for me, and I was dying of pain, to be honest. So don't be scared, but my point is, if you already have like a medication that helps you with whatever condition you have, bring it, enough of them, because you might get here and the doctor will change everything. At least up to that time, you are still keeping yourself fine and managing yourself. So bring all your prescription, and also bring vitamin D. It's very cold, your body needs to replace that vitamin D, so bring enough. This next one can probably lead to a controversy because me personally, I did not agree to it, and right now I still regret that I wasted money, because it's going to be a waste of money doing a lot of photocopy. I'm going to say it straightforward. Like, if you're coming to the UK, you always hear photocopy all your documents, do 15 page per one. I heard it a lot, do 25 pages, do 55 pages. And when I came here, they've not still asked me for one. This is 1 year after I have worked in more than 4 places and they've not asked me for one. Most times they ask you for the original and they photocopy it themselves. And I'm talking about like, oh, bring your passport just to show that, you know, you actually have a visa. They will ask you for the physical passport. They will never ask you for a photocopy version. And they will photocopy it themselves and return the passport back to you. So yeah, like, so imagine me that still have like 15 copies or 25 copies sitting down in one part of my storage of my passport that I will never use. Yeah, I know that there's no photocopying shop in the UK where you just go and photocopy, but if you're coming as a student, you have access to photocopying machine at your school. And like I said, honestly, most times they will ask you for the original copy of what they want to see. And the only thing I probably would say you probably need to do, and I think it's very important, is do passports, because it's expensive here. I ended up paying £8 for 4 pieces of not looking nice passports that I wanted. That was very important to me. So you can do passports. That one is worth it. I would advise do a white background, do a red background, and what other background again out there. But I think these two are the two that I have been asked for back and forth. A white background most especially, and then if you want to end up doing like a driver's license, you would need a white background too. So yeah, the only two that I know I have been requested they've asked for is a white and a red background. So do passports, do enough, make sure your ear is showing, make sure that the features of your face is showing, there is no hair covering any part. And you know, if you are prepared for something, the passport might just come out looking nice, not like the ones I have that I'm looking like they were fighting me on my way to take the passport. Anyway, that's the only thing I think I would ask you to do. And just to be safe, you can go ahead to do like 2 photocopy of each of the documents if you don't feel comfortable, or 3, I mean, just to feel safe. But for me, and I'm very sure for my husband, there was no part where they asked us to bring a photocopied version of any certificate or document. It was always the original document. One of the things I regret not bringing was my frames and picture. There was this particular frame that I love so much that was gifted to me by a friend on my birthday, and I didn't carry it because I was confused on how to carry it. And to be honest, framing pictures here are pretty much expensive, and also traveling with frames are also bulky. So I can suggest you like bringing the picture, like the printed picture itself. So like what I would suggest is if you can bring like the picture already printed and then put it into like, there's usually like a container, I don't know what it's called, like it's like a round container that is long and then has like a handle. You can put all of the pictures there, and when you come here, just buy frame, because to now I've not still been able to find where I can print picture in an affordable price. It's pretty much very expensive here, to be honest. So, but this time I'm saying this is one I just regret. The last one is converting your naira to pounds. There is no place here that I have found or I've seen yet that they convert naira to pounds. There are places where they convert dollars to pounds, but I have not seen naira to pounds. I don't think so. So to save yourself the stress, unless maybe you know, or maybe you have somebody here that wants naira and wants to convert it for you, but convert money before you come here, because nobody's going to accept naira from you. Everybody is gonna be asking you for pounds and pences. And there you have it, your Nigeria to UK relocation essential. Embrace the adventure and comment your Nigeria to UK essential. And until next time, stay fabulous.
Anyway, first thing I want you to do is open the laptop.
welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video we're going to be doing the basic you really need to know when you're relocating to the UK. Bring food if not. So when you're relocating to the UK, let me do Scottish. When you're relocating in, what had they say? When you're relocating, you have some scotch bonne, you're gonna have some. Would you like to have some hash browns and some bacons, some Scottish hash browns? Let me be serious. I'm going to be diving into the essentials that you need to. Okay. The essentials that you need when you're making an epic move from Nigeria to the UK.